Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. You are on the road when the gnomes attack.
When the gnomes attack.
To be fair, they are probably not very smart now.
When gnomes attack.
Got
Okay,
it.
there are 5 of you, and a lot of them.
5 of them?
There are 5 of you.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
Right.
So let's roll
let's
initiative. And we will get this sorted away. Initiative is D10 plus your weapon speed or spell speed.
They're in a pit.
They
Could
are
they
in
get
a
out of the
pit. Why don't you investigate it on your turn in combat?
Are we using your fancy initiative?
D10 plus weapon speed?
Don't you have something fancy?
The whole initiative tracker thing.
Yeah.
Do we just want to do group if there's that many gnomes?
We could.
Might be
All
a
right,
good
let's
idea.
just do
It's
group.
sounding like there's a lot.
All right, we're gonna
of
start with
gnomes.
Jason and go through the list. So Jason, roll us a flat D10 for your party's initiative.
Nice.
The player characters go first.
Okay. Who wants to lead the way?
You do, Jason. You rolled it. You go first.
I guess I'm in the cart. I step up and I see this weird gnome shenanigans. And I contemplate taking out a Molotov. I don't know. I'm just like, what is this? This is weird.
What do you do? Jason, what do you do? There's no more time.
Why don't we just step away from the hole so that the gnomes cannot stab us with and give us the tiny?
I will stand back
And then
from.
we can just throw kindling inside and burn them out.
I will
we
stand
go,
back from the
go
hole. though,
grab that large shrubbery over there.
All right. So Jason,
I
Kyla,
will-
Jane steps back.
Jane. And I'll take out an oil flask. Can I is it possible to ready an action to light it? I don't know how easy it is to light.
No, it takes a whole round to get your flask, put something.
Yeah. That makes
it-
sense.
It's a long process.
Just throw it in there. Just throw it in there once we have shrubbery.
Okay. I'll
Alright.
ready an action to throw a flask of oil.
All right. And Abigail, it's your turn.
Yes. So straight D10.
Oh no, we're all grouping up.
Yeah, we've already rolled initiative. What do you want to do on your turn?
I look up behind the cart and see the people doing stuff, and I just walk to them and being like, "Oh, there's gnomes."
Yeah, they are pests, I have to say.
I prepare the spell.
What do
Prepare
you?
the spell. Sleep.
How many people does sleep affect?
2d4 something hit dice.
Okay.
I
Are
check.
you? Did you say you're preparing it or you're casting it right now?
I'm preparing it.
Okay.
Just.
All right. Then Bastian, it's your turn.
Right. Wiglaf, if you could grab that, that big shrubbery, that one there, and throw it just in, alright? On my signal. And he kind of takes a flask out and just waits to throw it in. The flask is Greek fire.
All right. You've got a flask. So we got a sleep spell, an oil flask, and a Greek fire flask all ready to go. Doreen
I'm gonna get a shrubbery.
and a shrubbery.
I think Doreen is also just going to rip out a shrub and toss it in the hole.
just kindling and
Kindling,
Okay.
bonfire, smoke them out.
And I guess
Do any of you speak Gnomish?
I do.
I thought Namish was just
Let me
right.
verify that, but I'm pretty sure I do.
I do.
Neal, we won't
do.
hear any pleas of mercy.
So
I thought Namish was
Abigail.
wasn't it?
No, they have their own language too.
Yeah.
So those of you that can speak Gnomish will hear faintly from within, "Great balls! Pull up the walls!" Along with some weird other noises inside. And those of you with the view can see that the gnomes flip up these boards and push them forward to create walls, blocking them off from the inside of the column.
Wooden boards.
Yes, wooden walls.
Well, perfect.
Still
They gave us the kindling. I'm going to throw the Greek fire at the wooden boards.
So you throw the fire in. There's already a shrubbery in there. Is there another shrubbery going in?
Yep.
Sure.
Doreen?
I'll throw a flask in. too.
Yes.
All right. So the
We're just
oils,
filling the hole with shrubbery and fire.
shrubbery and oil. None of this is on fire yet. Fill this
Well, the Greek
chamber.
fire.
Does the Greek fire? Oh, it explodes on impact with
Yeah.
air. Okay.
Yeah. So I just throw it at
Lovely.
one of the wooden boards and
All right. A fire has been started. That cannot be
Right.
put out. Would you want to use your sleep spell, Abigail?
Yes. I like
no, have them wait behind them.
Roll me.
Just burning fire before them and
they
then
get-
they fall asleep.
Actually, this
Neal,
is
I
the
have
most
to ask-
dangerous thing because the carbon monoxide poisoning and the carbon dioxide, like they'll just sleep in their safe chamber while their oxygen levels get depleted and they suffocate. Roll me
Yep, because it's not
2d4 for
damaged,
how many
so-
gnomes you
Probably
affect.
die to smoke in the
what?
ocean first.
2d4.
2d4 for how many gnomes are affected by your sleep spell.
Ooh.
5 gnomes fall unconscious.
Neal, can I also during that round make a perception check to
Yes.
look for gnome holes?
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
All right. Let me see if I remember. I've got a really good perception for. There we go. I've got 14.
They smoke gnome. A delicacy in some countries.
I'm sure it is.
All right.
Delicacy.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
20 plus 15.
Oh, don't
Oh
know.
my god, Vigloff. What are you looking for?
Gnome holes. If they've got tunnels that come out. it'll be
There
possible to
are none that are obvious, certain gnome holes, but you look around the terrain and there's a lot of cover here. There's a lot of bushes, a lot of hills and rises and falls. There could be gnome holes anywhere around you. You might have to like take a round to start digging through stuff looking for them because if they're around, they're, you know.
Even a 34 from a nat 20 doesn't tell me.
Not on a round in which you took an action. I will use this perception check as your like searching check. So there's nothing apparent, but an action would reveal things that are hidden as well. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna roll to the next round of initiative. Abigail, can you roll us a d10, and I'll have the gnomes roll a d10. See what they go. They go at 6. You guys go first.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Well, what do we do now? Look around.
Yeah, I want to look with Vigloff to find a hole.
Alright, I
Find the
just...
gnome holes and then plug them up.
Oh yeah, you find gnome holes. They're there.
How
They're
many?
right off to the side of the road. You quickly find 3 within a matter of like 30 seconds.
Right, I'm going to that one. Big Bear kind of just goes to one of the gnome holes, gets his sickles, and just waits over it.
Yeah, I'll do
I'm
the
gonna
same.
get like behind a bush with my sword, like ready to just lop off the first gnome hole.
Big ass ogre behind a bush.
I mean, if we wanted to be really cruel, we also would stuff them in shrubbery.
Yeah, I guess I'll get near a hole with a dagger in my hand
I make sure that the bush is of a size that makes it very comical.
with a very
Yes.
special dagger.
There's like a small bush just big enough to hide Vigloff's crotch, and he's like standing behind it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm standing above the hole, like...
Excellent. So Big Bad Cane's above the hole. Vigloff is above the hole behind a bush.
other
Jane
holes.
is
So-
near, different hole. Jane's near a third hole, right?
Yeah, with the
What
dagger.
about Doreen and Abigail? What are you guys doing?
I'm getting more shrubbery and just creating a bonfire in this hole.
just tossing.
Lovely.
Making sure the 5 gnomes who fell asleep definitely die in their sleep.
And Abigail?
I'm basically waiting that any gnomes appear. Nothing much. Just like watching if they like come up.
Okay.
Just
Keeping an eye out all
warming
over the
yourself
place.
by the fire.
You should take total defense.
Against gnomes?
What are they going to do?
No.
Open their cover and step into the fire to throw a spear?
Okay.
Sure.
So you hear a clicking sound near one of these gnome holes. Let's roll for whose it is. The second one. So Big Bad Kane's hole. You hear a clicking sound, and the trap door over this gnome hole springs open, and all of a sudden a gnome comes like shooting up on a platform that rises out of the hole.
Right. Well, I was like this over it, so.
Make your attack.
This is. Do I get any bonuses for back attack?
The gnome is facing. Roll a d4. On a 1, it's facing you. On a 2, it's facing to the side. On a 3, it's facing the other way.
Yep.
So
Roll d4.
2s and 4s are flanks. 3 is a back attack. 1
Oh,
is it's facing you.
Well, it's only a +10 then.
You hit the gnome, and it bursts into a spray of hay and cotton and cloth, and you realize you've been gnomed. It's not a gnome, it's a dummy on an elevator to see if it's safe to come up yet. And you've
Well, it's
triggered
not safe because I obliterated with
Nope, you
minimum
obliterate
damage.
it, and the platform sinks back down, and you can hear from inside, if you speak Nomish, "Told you so, there they go!"
Can I grab the? No, I can't. That was an
Nope.
attack opportunity.
Yep, so that's that round. We're gonna enter the third round of combat because it seems like no one else has any actions. Do you have any? Does anyone want to change what they do?
All right, they have dummies.
Although this time I'm gonna wait and not attack the first thing that pops out because it's probably gonna be a dummy.
Okay.
It might not be a dummy, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I guess I'll.
Yes. Go for
I guess my action, my trigger is like if something comes out that moves, like runs or tries to attack me, is when I'll attack.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not work how I expected it to. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. The next round, up comes a different elevator spot. That one is near, not Bad Cane, but next to Vigloff. It goes to the top, and instead of there being a gnome on it, there's like a post, like you might chain a goat up to, with a note attached to it.
I expected the bomb,
Yeah, I was waiting for some kind of bug.
like an Acme ball.
Vigloff, can you read?
Of course, I can read.
Okay, cool.
Wait. What can he read, Rob? I have to ask. What can he read?
Vigloff can read anything, but Vigloff is not going to fall for this trick because if he goes over and steps onto the elevator and picks up the note, it will just like say something like "bye," and then the elevator will drop and.
So what is he going to do?
I don't know. So what? The whole party can act in this round. Anyone have any actions?
Oh, right.
Can I look at this like elevator-y weird thingy and
Yeah, it's like a 3x3 platform, just big enough for a gnome, and there's like a post and like a note sitting on it.
can I
I'm going.
open
Oh, sorry.
locks?
Hmm?
Can I open locks or something? I am a thief.
What lock are you opening?
Or is it like a trap? I don't know.
No, it's just a note on a post on a platform that
Well,
moves
that's-
up and down.
Okay, well, look, what about the thing? The hole I'm near just looks like a hole.
No, it's got a trap door on top. So each of these gnome holes you identified because of the, I think I
Yeah,
forgot
okay.
to mention, a trap door. And they've been popping open and platforms have been coming out. Yours hasn't moved yet.
Does it look like it can open?
It
Like-
does look like it can open,
Like
yes.
a normal trap door.
Like a normal trap door, yes.
I'll draw draw another dagger with my offhand and just try to open the door.
and try and open the door. Okay.
Yeah, like kind of pry it open or something.
Yes, you can pry it open. I'm actually gonna need you to strength check for it because there's a blocking mechanism, but it's like built to prevent gnomes from opening it, so it's maybe not that strong.
Okay. See what my strength is.
Give me a strength check. What'd you roll? Oh yeah, you can definitely rip it open.
Can I go and read the note?
Yes, you can.
What does it say?
Let me get to Jane's action first, but I will get to you in a moment.
It's probably going to be like, whoever reads this is dumb.
I know. I'm like prying it open, like kind of like nervous about what's gonna pop out.
Give me a saving throw versus spell, Jane.
Is it a charm or sleep spell?
It is not a charm or sleep spell. It is a explosion spell.
Well, that's a fail for sure.
You've been
That is
buddied.
definitely a fail. All right. You will take. You take 11 damage as you open the thing and it goes in your face.
There was
It
the
is.
Acme bomb.
Yep. Okay. Meanwhile, Abigail goes over to the letter and picks it up to read it, right?
Yeah.
And you get Bugs Bunnied.
Yeah, just reached. You've been gnomed, XD.
The note says, retreat or die.
Oh, that's a good joke.
How many little gnomes there are? I want to kill them, every one of them.
You hear one of them call from within, hey, jag off, fuck off!
Can I see into the hole now?
Yeah, yes, you can look down and there is a gnome. Like, so the hole goes straight down, right? And then there's a passageway below it. So mostly in the passageway, there is a gnome sticking his butt out and up at you with his pants pulled down. And a gnome on the other side of the passageway, like looking up at you. So he can like see up as the other gnome moons you.
Throw a dagger into his
Just let me know
arse.
when I can make
Please.
an attack or something.
You can make
Throw
an
it.
attack, yes.
Throw a dagger into his arse, please.
So
But
I-
as you go to make your attack, the watcher calls no, and the other guy like ducks back in. They had readied actions, knowing that someone was going to attack them. So when you go to attack them, they quickly dart back into the sides and hide with their readied actions.
So what are our character classes here?
I'm a fighter. Also, I'm going to stand over the door where the dummy came out, and I'm just going to rip it open. Not
Have
off,
a-
open.
We've got a rogue, a mage, a fighter, a cleric who has wizard spells anyway, and a Vigloff.
In a Vigaloff, exactly.
So
So
we don't have
class.
any like hunters or something,
I mean, I have a
or
longbow.
rangers or anything.
I think
I
we're
was
a little
thinking if
short
we
on
could get
bows.
like, if we could get like round up a bunch of porcupines, and then light their tails on fire and toss them into the tunnels.
At first, I was like, Rangers? This does not sound very big love like, but then it went all right.
No, I just wanted to get porcupines to toss down there.
Okay, don't hurt
Enraged,
porcupines.
crazy porcupines.
All right.
Don't
Before
hurt porcupines. They're nice.
before we go to find and abuse the wildlife, I'm going to rip open the door, the trapdoor in front of me.
Yeah, it's already opened, right? Because it popped out.
Oh,
with the thingy.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
It did not close.
No, the trapdoor didn't self-close.
Okay, I'm going to look down it.
This one is just plunges down 15, 20 feet into.
By the way, is there
nothing.
smoke coming out of it?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Well, we did not close the big fire, so.
Yeah. Well, the big fire is burning this way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have very much been just shoving bushes in here this entire time.
Excellent. All right,
Alright,
and this is filled with bushes now and on fire.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab a shrubbery, just stuff it in there and light it on fire with my tinderbox.
All right, so do you have an accelerant, something to help the shrubbery catch fire? Because like making sparks on a shrubbery that you just ripped out of the ground is unlikely to set it on fire, you know? It's a
I
living
have
plant.
some papyrus to use as tinder.
Yeah. Okay. It'll take more than a round to set it on fire and shove it in, but it can be done. As long as you don't need it done
Just stuff
immediately.
the entrances and set it ablaze. We smoke them out.
Okay. Does anyone else have any other actions this round?
I'll just wait for a gnome to poke its head out.
Okay.
If it does. Do I have to... How deep is the hole again?
15 feet or so.
Oh, okay, so I have to throw it.
Also, I'm
Okay.
going to step away from the hole, just 5 feet distance.
All right. Jane, you see a gnome quickly reach a hand out and put another letter on another elevator platform, which then starts to move up towards you.
Can I cold shot at the hand?
Yeah, I guess you sort of maybe had a ready to action.
I did. I was ready.
Give me a roll to hit, and I'll put the gnome behind 90% cover, which is called shot, I guess. DM screen, 90% cover is a -10 to hit. It's just the gnome's hand sticking out.
Okay.
If you nail this hand to the elevator, that would be...
I just want to hit, so I'm just gonna roll my full bonus. So this is with -10 already applied.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. All right, roll me all the damages.
So there's a bloody letter followed by the gnome.
It's at least a crit, right?
Gnome corpse. coming
Yeah,
up with the
AC
elevator.
10, you clear by 14, 3 times damage dice.
Don't worry, it won't be that bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You
don't
sever
have
the
any
hand
bonus
at the
damage.
wrist, and a letter with the
Good job,
hand
Tyler.
still attached to it comes up the shaft to you, followed by cries of "Ah!"
Noreen just looks over and sees the severed hand. That was that was my revenge for the bomb or whatever happened.
All right. Anyway, the letter goes.
Perfect. I'll read the letter.
It explodes. It's trapped with explosive runes.
Explosive runes.
Kyla, stop
I told you to
killing
retreat.
yourself.
I told you.
You've been
it's
known.
Explosive
She
runes
fails.
is a dangerous spell. It doesn't even give you a save.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't even matter. You just take 64 plus 6 damage. Six four-sided dice, not 64.
Yeah.
64. Oh, that's a powerful explosive rune, Neal.
6. All right, here's a 64. Middle of the road damage.
It's probably
5, 10, 13, and 6 is 19 damage in Kyla's face. I'm sorry, Jane's face. Does Jane wear a wig?
No, I dyed my hair black.
Okay. I was gonna say your wig got blown off, but
Yeah, but no. Okay, cool. I have 1 HP.
Neil, I have to ask, how many gnomes died while they tried to build this trap? They blew themselves up.
there's a reason
Perhaps
gnomes have never conquered the world, and it's because while they reproduce quite quickly and they have no natural predators, they are sort of their own natural predator. Yeah.
I'll take the hand to Dorian and ask for healing.
Offering for free.
So Neal,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Doreen, look after this hole. I have the ideas,
Oh no.
and I want to make a perception check. I want to look for a beehive.
Oh, that is so mean. You are so evil, Rob.
That's a good one, though.
I was just going to kill them with smoke, but you actually...
All right. If there's a beehive, you're gonna find it. I'm gonna roll for beehive chance.
Beehive chance. That's the new one.
I'm sorry, Rob. There are no beehives. However, there is a wasp nest nearby.
Oh, God. Why not go with hornets, Neil? Why not just take it to another level? Probably a hornet's poison is probably really bad for...
For gnomes, well, gnomes have a bonus to their poison save for every 3.5 points of con. They're hardy like dwarves.
Oh, really?
Yes. Anyway, Vigloff,
Will
you find a wasp
will
nest.
my 17 AC help me protect me against the wasps, like a bear skin does?
It makes sense because it's his skin, that is.
Yeah, my question is, how strong are wasp stingers? Can bears be stung by wasps? New Google search, everyone.
Well, I mean, that's
And
why
bears
go
stung.
after beehives, because they're like, I spit on your puny little stingers.
Oh, bears are just like, their hide is too thick to be bothered by bee stings?
I think that's why they just
the
go
fur
after
plus
it.
hide. Yeah, I mean the hide. Yeah, the fur plus skin is just too much.
Bears and wasps. Bears and wasps. Consumption of wasps and bees by Yellowstone grizzly bears. Oh my. I guess they're known to eat wasps too. Okay.
Ow!
That's terrifying.
So can I just go grab the wasp nest and put it down there, or do I need to do some more precautions?
I think you can still be stung, but it'll be minor,
Okay.
It'll be painful, but not probably
Damaging.
threatening.
Right.
Not like a point of damage, maybe a round.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll grab the wasp nest. I don't want to squish it because I don't want all the wasps to fly out yet. And I'll take it over and then I'll throw it
does
down the hole.
Vigloff know his own strength? Is there a chance that he might break it when ripping it off the tree? Why don't you give me a strength check to control your strength and not over smash it?
Okay.
He's still trying to roll high, right?
Right, yeah, you still want to roll high. This is more about control than about exertion.
Okay. Cool.
Woo, okay. Oh, 18 strength. Yeah, you were always going to pass that. All right, you plop the wasp nest off. A few of them buzz around and start stinging you. It's uncomfortable. You'll take 1 point of damage this round.
Eat that.
And then what do you do with it?
I take it over to the hole that I had been guarding. And I say, I wouldn't want to be you right now. And then I throw the wasp nest down there.
The nest hits the bottom, smashes, and hundreds of angry wasps scatter everywhere.
Can I put something over the top of the hole so they have
You
to
can
go
just
through
close the trap door, yeah. The trap door is closed, the wasps scatter inside. You can hear the screams of tortured gnomes.
I just thought of something real stupid though.
Share it.
If the smoke actually gets in, it'll just put the wasps to sleep. Just like smoking
Well,
weed.
if the smoke gets in, it'll put the gnomes to sleep too.
Forever and ever.
Okay.
Never.
So let's just take a quick check, go through everyone. Jane, what are you doing right now?
I got heals from Doreen.
Okay.
I got 8 heals.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
So you are guarding and being healed?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stand there and if I'll throw a dagger if any gnomes pop out,
Got it.
but yeah.
Actually, if I'm next to her in the hole, how deep is that hole?
15 feet.
Also there's a lot of fire.
No, the fire doesn't seem to be getting in. They boarded up shit.
No,
They
I know.
boarded up, yeah.
There's a lot of fire.
Abigail, what are you doing?
I'm thinking, is any hole open? Like,
Let's see.
The one oh
Big bad
One of
can,
them is
but
open. The one Kyla just got exploded on
that is open.
is open. The one that Big Bad Kane... Yeah, Big Bad Kane and Kyla are both next to
But
open
mine is
holes.
open, but there's now a smoldering shrubbery in it.
Oh, right. So yours is sort of closed, because there's you've shoved a plant in there, and you've been, tossing in paper and setting on fire, and... Okay.
the one I
let's make
was standing
the
near.
fire little more potent. I'm thinking, I'll start to cast Flaming Sphere,
How do you have Flaming Sphere? That's a 2nd level spell.
cause I thought this is playing new system, cause I thought max spell level means I can take this level spells.
No, that's the maximum level spell you can get at like total at the end of your career. You should
Right.
just have
So
access to first
if-
level spells for now.
If you have under 9 as a wizard as a max level spell, that means you can't even learn 9th level spells if you reach that level.
Right. So you should have access to first level spells right now.
Okay, is there any gnomes that I can see, like?
No, they're all hiding, terrified of
Okay.
what lurks above.
Okay.
Now, Neal,
And
can I
we
gauge?
wait at a round.
You're gonna wait, okay. Bastian, what are you doing?
All right. I'm going to look for a big stone at the side of the road.
You
It's a
find
good
a big
hefty-
rock. Yes.
All right. I'm going to go to the side of the pit and just shug it at one of the wooden boards.
Okay, so
in
you
the
like
pit-
throw a rock at one of the boards like that.
Yep.
Okay,
Should I roll
give me
for
a
it?
roll to hit.
I'm
Thaco.
proficient with big rocks, so that's just
You always get Thaco, right?
yeah,
Yep.
Thaco, and my
Dexterity.
Misa hit bonus, so just
Yeah.
+5.
Just
Oh no, +4. Sorry, +4. So it should be a 17.
You will hit the door. Roll me D3 plus your strength. Modifier.
Right.
You hit it for 7 damage. The door does not open, but it clatters and is damaged.
Is it on fire at least?
The outside of the door is on fire, but
Okay.
sheer surfaces of wood will take a
Yeah.
while to burn through. Oh, you did 7 already, so it is now at this HP right here. Good. Okay. And Doreen?
Yes, I'm going to hand Kyla a rope.
I take it.
Uh-oh.
Now, do I think I can fit in these holes, Neal?
They're 3x3. You could squeeze in.
For your hands. Yeah, you have
It'd be
plate
tight.
mail on your hands, so
Nah, I need to be able to see things to like.
Okay.
to it.
While you think then, Vigloff, what are you doing?
No,
Oh, you know.
I'm just.
Viglav
going
is just
down in the hole.
listening to gnomes getting stung.
Sure. You're gonna go down into the hole, Doreen?
Yeah.
The one open hole? Okay.
The burning fire hole.
the
The
half-link
burning
size
fire
team member
hole
goes
is it-
down.
The
to a
one
normal
where all
hole.
the bombs have been coming out that don't have fucking wasps in that hole.
Right,
That don't
right.
have fire in that
Yeah,
hole.
the one Kyla was nearby. I shouldn't
The
have much.
one, yes. Now the elevator platform has already descended, so you can just like plop down 15 feet. I guess you could like squeeze your way down the walls.
Right.
guess while-
I mean,
while-
if it's that close, then it's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and squeeze your way down the hole. That's fine. No
I
rolls
guess
needed.
while she's doing that, I'll like tie the one end of the rope to a tree so I can and be ready to drop it down for Doreen.
Excellent. All right, Doreen, you descend into the hole, and when you get down there, you can see that there are gnomes. More specifically, you can see that the gnomes are actively fighting off a swarm of wasps coming towards them. One of them has a big shield at the end of this hall, down the hallway, and is trying to hold the wall, while another one has a burning hand spell and is like incinerating wasps with the fire.
And is there a gnome with no hand, or is he dead?
That gnome has been retreated to the infirmary. He is
okay.
no longer visible.
Yes, an infirmary.
These gnomes put too much effort in this simple road to ambush.
Well, it could be their whole house. Their whole
Yeah, they
gnome
put their entire livelihood like under a road and then just have a hole trap.
It's not a trap, it's an entrance that people keep falling in. And so they have to defend it against trespassers.
It's fine. It's their fault. Let's keep going.
All right, the gnomes turn this round. Let's see, we've got the ones fighting the wasps. We've got those ones over there. One of them will see Doreen, call out to the others in Gnomish.
I don't speak Gnomish.
Oh,
don't worry.
perfect. Great.
I can-
Awesome.
I might be able to hear it, but
Just don't bother.
yeah.
And one of the gnomes gives you like a salute and then marches over to you, Doreen. Like just marches up the hallway towards you, proud. And
What?
chatters at you in Gnomish for a moment,
I'd speak common.
rolls his eyes, pulls out a piece of paper, scribbles something down, and hands it over to you.
I read it.
It explodes.
Of course, what are you doing?
Okay.
You take
Alright.
64 plus 4.
Wait, he's standing next to her, right?
Yeah.
The gnome will take damage too. He gave his life to save his people.
Oh, Nick. that was like all the music.
Okay, I have to point out.
He wrote down something.
Cast something.
You were gonna cast something?
No, he has to cast something to.
No. It's an explosive rune paper, and he just pretended to write on it.
All right.
Yes, the gnome suicide bomber is ready for this moment.
Oh, there's surely a Bugs Bunny cartoon with some R-rated content.
The definition of gnome 911.
Oh, it's just a bunch of gnomes in wagons with explosive runes running towards something. That's terrible.
But someone has to read it, so they actually try to just get someone to read it.
Okay.
All right, you take 24 damage as the letter explodes in your face. Gnome 11. Ha ha.
I'm just waiting for Doreen to chase the gnome down a tunnel, and then it turns out it's just like painted onto a brick wall.
Oh my god.
Okay, I assume the gnome is dead.
Oh yeah, blown to
much did-
smithereens.
How much did you take?
24.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's 64 plus 6. That's.
That's good damage. All right, Doreen.
Right. No reading, only killing. So I see gnomes. Yes,
Oh
Neal.
god, yeah, but your hands, Doreen, your hands. You just took a huge
We've
blast
already-
to you.
We've already determined that the hands are part of my equipment and do not take damage.
Yeah, unless she.
Somehow the damage goes right through the hands and hits Doreen, but the hands are fine.
All good. No,
I'm
Neal,
pretty sure I got hit with like a dragon breath and it didn't destroy the hands. So.
I'm very salty about this. Never again will we have someone covered in hands. This is the only chance. Milk it for all it's worth.
Neal, keeping with the cartoon image, she just takes the letter, reads it, and it explodes into her face.
And then the
Yeah.
ashes of the letter are still there. Yes.
Yeah, like
Her face is all blackened and her hair is pulled back.
yeah.
And the gnome is just dead and like sprayed across the walls, body parts everywhere. The gnome is like gritty realism, and Doreen is like Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
perfect.
Alrighty then.
No,
So,
they-
okay,
they
so does the
that's
hallway extend in two directions?
It does, yes.
Okay, I'm going away from the wasps.
Okay. You go away from the wasps, you round a corner, and you just see like a flaming bush stuck in a hole.
Hey, Big Love.
All right, let's go back to the. Let's go. Vigloff is holding on the wasp hole. Back on the surface, what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to throw another rock at the same.
All right, you're
door.
gonna keep just trying to bash down that door. Give me another rock throw.
That's an natural 20.
Oh my god, you bust open the wall. It falls to the ground. Inside are sleeping gnomes. They're unconscious.
Well, now they're going to die from smoke, probably, or fire.
The smoke inhalation will kill them shortly. Actually, it's not going to, guys, because the gnome holes come down like this, and so the smoke is going to rise up, and it's never actually going to enter in here because it's an inefficient path for the fire.
I mean, at
So
least
they're
they
actually
will...
fine, but yeah.
All right.
Well, they will get roasted.
I mean, if I throw shrubbery in there, then they will.
They're pretty well, especially since they're lying down. They're well
to be fair,
protected.
Neal, now I
They've
see
got their
sleeping
little, like-
gnomes. I have
Oh.
targets.
Yeah, now you can just kill the sleeping gnomes. Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we need to roll initiative again. It's been a while. So, Big Bad Kane, it's your turn, I believe, to roll initiative. Gnomes go at 6. Party goes at 4. Okay. Surface party. We're gonna start with Big Bad Kane. You're gonna rock a gnome.
No, those are sleeping gnomes, so I'm just going to rock one of the other doors.
Okay. You go to the other side and you rock another door. Give it to me.
It's 16.
You hit.
D3 plus my strength. That's 8.
The door is badly damaged. Anyone else on the surface?
If those gnomes are available now. Given my size, can I like reach down to the pit and grab one of the gnomes?
Yes, you are tall enough to do that, and you are strong enough to do that.
So I grab one of the gnomes and I take out my rope and say, "You tried to make mighty Vigla fall into the pits, so now I will do the opposite to you, and you will have to fall into the sky." And I'm gonna tie a noose around one of its feet and throw it over a branch and like haul it up, hanging it by its feet.
The gnome is presently unconscious for this entire conversation, and is now just like unconscious upside down from a tree.
Oh, that would be a bad waking up.
All right. God. Any other surface activities, Abigail?
I'm thinking.
Okay. Doreen's down below. Jane?
I guess I'll like drop the rope down so that she can climb out if needed.
All right, Doreen.
That's about it, yeah.
All right, we'll go down into the tunnels. Doreen, it's your turn. You see a burning bush on this side. Around the corner is the entry, which now has a rope, and one gnome with the shield against another hallway holding off wasps, a spellcaster beside them trying to burn the wasps, and a pile of dead bodies.
What type of dead bodies?
Dead body parts of the one that exploded you.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I don't feel like getting hit by wasps.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun.
So I'm just going to kind of stand behind those two as they just fend off the wasps and sit there and wait for them to do that and then kill them.
Okay. Okay. The gnomes will go. The shield one will keep trying to keep the swarm on the other side. The spellcasters use their burning hands already. They will look at you.
Pull out a piece of paper.
No, he already sees the explosion around you. He knows it's not going to work a second time.
I thought he meant that Doreen was going to hand the gnome a piece of paper.
Oh, no.
They give her a piece of paper. She takes it and shows it to them.
I think our gnome spellcaster will chant the words to a spell while holding a rope.
Well, I was holding
Your
the
action. What do you do now?
So I'm just gonna punch him.
All right, so the gnome starts casting a spell, and Doreen like runs down the hallway, and
Oh, like I was standing behind him, like holding the action
okay,
before they
right
fought
next
off
to
the
them.
wasps.
Got it. Okay, so the gnome turns, sees you like right next to him, goes to grab something behind him, starts casting a spell, and you make your attack roll against AC 10. Miss. Oh, so close. You hit.
Punch is just D2, right?
Yes. Plus strength modifier.
5. Wow.
2, 3. This gnome has more than 5 hit points, but its spell concentration is broken. So the spell fizzles. The gnome stumbles back into the one holding the shield, who looks over its shoulder, sees what's happening, and pulls the greatest move in Gnomish history. It just falls backwards with the shield, so it is under the shield, on top of the one that you punched, opening the hallway to the wasps.
Oh god.
Yes. And do they swarm? Now that they're finally no longer held in this area, they come at you in a swarm, Doreen, and they will begin to sting you. I'm gonna give the swarm like an attack roll. What's your AC?
Yes.
Like 24?
Yes.
Is there any of that from Dex?
Yes.
Okay, what's it without the Dex modifiers?
23.
And without your shield? Because shield doesn't help against wasps when they're surrounding you also.
Okay, then it
20.
goes down to... Well, one of it's from weapon and shield, so I guess it goes down to 19, Neal.
19. Oh, goddamn. It's still not going to sting you.
Natural 20, yeah.
No, natural 1. The wasps decide to go somewhere else. They swarm past Doreen.
No, the gnome thinks it's just going to go over top, but now his feet are exposed, so it's just going to.
Oh yeah, they swarm the shield and like start crawling around it and crawling up underneath it, and then the gnomes underneath start screaming.
Terrifying.
And now they're trapping the wasps down next to them.
It's terrifying.
All
I
right,
think
Doreen.
at that point just looks at the wasps. The wasps are just like, nah, and go away.
Yeah.
They look at
just
you.
leave you.
Yeah.
They don't like the soot on your face. So what are you gonna do, Doreen? It's all up to you at this point. You're the one in the hive.
The hive. Oh god.
No,
I mean, at this point, I'm just like going around looking for gnomes, I suppose, to kill.
Yeah, there's another passageway just around this corner.
Well, actually, first, I'm gonna make sure the shield dude and that dude are gone, but.
They'll take a little while to die, but they're being swarmed by wasps, and it doesn't seem like they have much of a chance.
Okay, good enough.
Okay. Give me just a minute here. I am. Okay, so Doreen was there. You go down the next hallway, and there's a passageway on your right. And if you look down that passageway, you can see that there has been some sort of like wall erected, but this one isn't wood. This one is like a metal reinforced wall that has been put up in the middle of the passageway.
Okay.
What are you gonna do about it?
What's the other way?
The other way continues to. There's a burning bush.
Do you want to like draw the underground tunnel system that I've found so far?
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh, okay.
So we have a burning bush on this one. It's gonna be a purple burning bush. Make it red. This is the red burning bush. The swarm came down in over here. We'll make it yellow. This is a wasp. That yellow thing is a wasp.
Sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a wasp. Don't question it. And then the third hole was...
This is a rope.
Okay, so actually the wasps need to be over here then. And then this would be the rope entrance right here. So I guess this passageway is actually on the other side. Okay, so then this passageway comes out over here. Perfect. All right, so Doreen, you're in this section, and you can see the passageway to the right that leads to the walled off area, and dead gnomes everywhere else.
Okay, so I apparently can tell there's probably gnomes like up here.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go kill those sleeping gnomes
they die.
and then wave at Bastian. A big bad cane, just like,
Big Bad Cane sees you waving to him.
hey.
I've been taking gnomes and hanging them upside down in their sleep.
All right. I think
some
this
gnomes
encounter
missing from the
is
sleeping.
over. If you're not going to pursue them down the end of this hallway to their...
Oh, I'm going to.
lair.
I'm just wiping out these first.
Okay. Well, then while you're wiping these people out and Vigloff is hanging them upside down, the three other party members, what are y'all doing?
I'm kind of just wondering what's happening with Doreen now. I guess I might have seen her like near the sleeping gnomes.
Yeah, if you've dropped a rope down here, she waves at Bastian, who's standing like up here, and you can see that what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. So, how's the fire looking in the pit?
Oh, it's a great raging inferno. Every
Okay.
time Vigloff puts his arm down to pull out a gnome, he goes, ow, ooh, ah, 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 from the
Okay.
raging inferno. He takes no damage.
I mean, Doreen, everything all right down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the smoke's actually getting in.
All right. Oh, well, what, any gnomes alive?
Yeah, they've created a wall down here. I'll see what I can do.
Don't you have something against that?
You should tell them that you are delivering a candygram so they will open up.
I'll try that.
I have a feeling it will work in this encounter.
I'm delivering a candygram. Lance of Disruption.
So you go over to that tunnel and say, in
I'll just
common,
knock on it. Yeah, knock on it. Candygram.
gnomes are very smart, but they're not always wise. Luckily for you, the gnome on the other side doesn't speak common and has no idea what you said and jabbers back at you in Gnomish.
Okay, I've got a plan then, Neal.
Go for it.
So, I've got this mace.
Yep.
This mace shoots lightning. That's a metal wall.
Oh.
I can choose it to hit the wall and then bounce off in any direction I choose. So I think I can just say it to keep going straight.
Through the wall, like when an airplane gets hit by lightning, it goes around and keeps going down the other side. So you can lightning through a metal object. Is that real?
I think since it's magic and it's like a metal thing that conducts, it kind of makes sense.
And it's a chain lightning spell. I can get behind the chain lightning spell. With
Right,
the
I
storm.
just can choose the first chain which direction it goes after it hits something.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Simply
All right.
because after that, Nick, don't forget, because it's attracted to lightning, to metal.
Right. After. Okay, so it works by hitting something, going like 70 feet or something in the direction I choose, and then it just goes to the closest source of metal after that for the next two jumps.
So basically, if
God.
there's a gnome standing right behind the wall, it will hit the gnome and then the wall again.
Yep.
And then
All right.
probably back to me, which I'm immune to it.
Give me some damage.
That's
Or whatever the attack.
It's a saving throw.
Okay.
Unless you want me to do damage to the metal wall.
No. The gnome makes a saving throw, and that is definitely a failure.
He's dead. Unless the ring rolls really, really badly. Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh god. You hear cries from the other side of the wall. Ah!
Musical end.
All right.
Oh.
Are you going
Anything?
to pursue this further?
Is there
With it-
a way for me to get through this wall? Can I just start digging?
I guess you could pull out a shovel and start trying to dig your way around the wall. That is theoretically feasible. Do you have a shovel?
I do not have a shovel.
Then
I
you
have
cannot
50
dig.
hands.
Once it's communicated to us,
Scoop,
can
scoop,
we like
scoop, scoop.
follow and see if we can find another hole that this tunnel
I
leads?
think the rest of you are way too tall to go down here.
Yeah, that's
no,
not
I
how.
mean,
Like, Doreen's the
well,
only one who can get
Well,
down.
He means
my character
that
is
we-
5. My character is 5'2".
Yeah, but these holes are barely like, 4.5 feet high. You would
I think
be.
what Jason.
You'd be like
Okay,
this
so
in the
Doreen is
hole.
like crouched under anyway.
Yeah.
I think what Jason meant was that we go along the surface and look for any.
Oh, sure. Yes, you scout for other gnome holes on the surface, but there's not any. These are the 4 entrances to the gnome's lair.
Okay.
Anything else?
Like, I think we won this encounter, right? We beat them back. They had to retreat.
How much more?
But we have to get the gnome's treasure. They must have their apples hidden behind that metal door.
Apples.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Anyway, Doreen, don't you have that one spell that just obliterates everything?
All right now.
Do you want me to yell about the candygram in Nomish?
I don't think they're gonna trust it now.
No.
I mean, you do what you want to do. We can't just leave.
I suppose we could, but I feel like they've got some good stuff down here.
I mean, I can't help you.
I understand. Do you have a shovel? Anyone have a shovel? Where's Droopy when I need her?
I mean, if it is just a flat metal wall, you can't tie anything to it.
well is it, Neal? Is it literally just a sheet of metal?
It's got like doors that would open in it, but
Oh.
they're shut and bound, and
Oh,
You know.
so I can just try to open doors.
yeah, it's never gonna work. These are solid metal reinforced doors that are barred. It's like trying to break down a castle gate.
You know,
Your
I
open
can
doors
try-
check is not gonna
If
work
it's
on
a
this.
closed and sealed door, could someone who was, say, good at figuring out the mechanisms of doors and disarming them?
That's what I was
like
just
a
about to
thief,
ask.
A thief might be able to pick
Yeah.
it.
Can I crawl in there and try to open locks as long as Doreen's okay with me trying that?
I got a point. It's like 3 by 3, you said, so that's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Like for crawling purposes, that's pretty big.
That's enough to crawl in, yeah.
But here's the thing. I think we can, like, it's like single file for us.
Right.
Yes.
So if I open the door, you know, it's just me there for them to attack or whatever.
Yep.
Hit points.
I can try to quickly squeeze by you, though.
you could
And-
lay flat and she could land
Yeah,
disruption.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's
I can
put it
lay
this way.
flat.
If need be, you just like flop to the ground, and then I've got like 2 feet to crawl over you.
Okay.
I mean, 3 foot high or 4.5 foot high, Neal said.
What could go
Like
wrong?
hallways, that's a lot of room, actually.
What could go wrong?
If I take 19 damage, I die.
Just don't read
You're
any messages.
picking lock Doreen's Orsoning you.
Okay. Orison me? Okay, but that takes a minute each, right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So 1 HP.
How many of these can we do reasonably?
Orisons?
Yeah.
How long do you want to stay down here?
That's
I mean, eventually the
fun.
wasps are going to get bored of stabbing those people and will come back for you.
How many Orisons are we gonna do here?
It's up to you how many you want to do. Go for it.
I think on the surface we are just going to build like a small campsite, put some sausages on sticks and start roasting them over the fire.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even really. Honestly, I don't really want to go and like do this without being healed quite a bit, because I don't. If another bomb goes off, I could die.
All right. You know what? Fine.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are going to take off then, yeah? You back out. The gnomes have been defeated? Or were they victorious in that they defended their house against their invaders?
Unless we're gonna go back in. What are you? That's up to Doreen, I think. I'm just doing whatever Doreen
We're
wants.
spending like a lot of
We
time on
cannot
this.
leave without hitting the apple.
Okay, fine. We've got squirrels to kill. Let's
Okay.
not lose track here.
Whew. The gnomish invasion has been halted. Each side declares themselves the victor in typical political fashion.
I think they lost like half their forces, and we lost no
You know
one. I
what?
think we're the-
Neal, we
But
make,
they
we give
held
them a
the
favor.
siege.
We give them a favor and collapse the entire tunnel in front of their door.
They could have squirrels down there.
I don't know.
Technically possible.
I mean, they could have nuts down there.
I'm worried about them just charging out on squirrel cavalry, just large, overgrown squirrels, but not giant squirrels.
Oh god.
Oh, that is true. They could have hoarded lots of nuts down there for the winters.
I think we have to move on anyway because
fine.
it's getting quite late. We're spending too much time with these gnomes.
All right, we're going to go to our second break, and when we come back, we will maybe get to some squirrels. Who knows? We'll see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye, everyone.
Don't make such